Today's video is called MGTOW and Who. Now, I've been trying to show you all lately that females have been brainwashed, and despite how hard this is for men to understand because of their own anger towards the females that have taken their children away, caused them to pay alimony and child support, who have ripped their hearts out and their souls apart, it's very hard for them to understand that women are not actually the issue. You see, we are living in a social conditioning. We know the government is attacking females. They have been using magazines to make women feel really bad. Their self-esteem is really down. They need men to bring it up. But what you don't understand is that the government knows fully well what they are doing. Do you really believe that men get chewed up in the legal system, in the courtrooms, by accident? Do you think that governments allow no-fault divorce by accident? All they're doing is pushing women into one direction and approving of all of their behavior. So I call this video MGTOW and Who. Well, let's look at the who. Who destroyed marriage? Females did. Who destroyed the family? Females did. So it's very easy for us to go and blame the females, never understanding that they are mere puppets to the puppeteers. You see, who do the women marry? The government. Who takes our children away? The government. Who makes us pay alimony? The government. Who makes us pay child support? The government. If we cannot pay, who takes us and locks us up? The government. You have to look at the real source and stop blaming the females because they are more the victim in this than the men are. And I know the men lose their families and the men go through hell. I'm not saying that the male suffering is not bad because it is off the charts. What I am saying is this is a social conditioning done to us on purpose by big government and corporations. Government boasts and brags that they target females. That you all hear it. 90% of all commercials are targeting females. Don't you all understand? We men call females children. We say they act like children. If they act like children, they are easily influenced. So it doesn't matter if we influence them or government influence them. They're easily influenced. So we can keep sitting here as men feeling like victims of this narcissistic abuse of females. Or we can actually go after the government who is creating this social conditioning. So are we going to sit here as men and keep blaming females until the cows come home and become another Japan where men don't like women and women don't like men? Or are we actually going to stand up and say, okay, women are not the problem. It's government. I'm not saying that the women are not totally off the charts insane, because that's what they are. I am saying men allowed that to happen. Men did not protect their women. I can prove this too. The lesbians came out and started telling housewives that they deserve better, that they can go and become more, they can get jobs, and they can do it all themselves, and female power and female strength. But did you know that the government is the one that finances feminism? That feminism is nothing more than a branch of the government? Don't you all see the fucking cycle here? This whole circle of life bullshit the feminists have put women through. First they tell women that they're not good enough. They break down their self-esteem. Then they encourage women to go out and leave their husbands and actually paid women to get rid of the man from the house. Yes, paid women. They used to pay women to get rid of the man of the house. There's a reason for this, folks. If you can get women to get rid of the man, then the woman has just made the decision to get rid of the disciplinarian, the boundary layer, the man, the educator, the father, the one that defends them, and the one that protects them. They convinced women that they could do it all on their own. This just means that they got rid of the man who protects them, who provides for them, who cares about them, who educates them, who disciplines them, and who lays down boundaries. Don't you see it? They just got rid of men because men are the ones that are actually keeping them away from them. The barrier between government and females was the men. You get rid of the men, government gets control of the women, you control the women, you control the men as well, and you control the children. It's all social conditioning, and don't fall for it. I used to be one of those men too that was completely angry at women. But I dug down deeper and I looked to see, I basically followed the money and I found out that it was really government, not females. And a lot of my videos go against females, and it's very true, because I am still pissed off at them because they're so stupid enough to allow themselves to be brainwashed this way. And they have been brainwashed. Don't doubt it for a second. I mean, think about this. They got magazines out now that are sitting out and by every cash register in the world. So every time a woman goes doing her shopping, she comes across these magazines that look way better than her. The women in these pictures look way better than her, even though they've been photoshopped. This kicks into their self-esteem. They feel bad about who they are because they don't look like these pictures. These fake, phony pictures. And I know us men don't understand how that could be relevant at all or of any importance because, hey, we make our own self-esteem, but females don't. Females are completely different than males. And males have the obligation in this world to protect the females. We have now given the females over to the government. We should not have done that. We need to take our females back. We need to take marriage back. We need to take the family back. We need to take the social life back. We need to take control again. We need to learn that we are men and we are in control. We need to take down big government. We need to give them a big ass kicking for what they have done. We need to start taking back the reins of life and this planet. We own this planet. Government is our creation. They don't own us. We own them. The police are not out there to beat us up. They are there to keep the streets clean, to keep the world safe. We pay for their services. We own them. We are men. We are powerful beings. This is why the government fears us in the first place. This is why they've got rid of us. Do you actually think that the legal system is completely designed the way that it is right now and the government is not aware of what the hell they're doing? Do you really think that when they got the no-fault divorce thing going and they didn't know what the fuck they were doing? It's very easy to call them stupid. It's a lot harder to see how smart they really are. This is War Jones Fire. See you all later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.